Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond Experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time-tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I'm Paige, RVAX owner and chief marketing officer. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAX owner and editor-in-chief, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, the Weekly Insider and the Weekender, and City Guides.
What's up, Kels?
Hi, Paige. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. We're making it through 1 week-ish out from Thanksgiving. The holidays are rolling right in.
I can't believe it. This month has been a blur.
I know. And it's also like, as I'm saying that, I'm realizing if Thanksgiving is that close, that means the end of November is that close because it's at the very bitter end this time.
I know. So essentially, the weekend after Thanksgiving is December 1st, which
Yeah.
means we thought last week was crazy with the holidays, but now it's just
No,
ramping.
it's
Yeah.
full speed ahead. Like there's no getting away from the jingle bells and all of that. We got to go. It's so exciting, but I'm so excited because the more, even after last week, more and more like of these pop-ups and all are like, coming around the corner. So it's super exciting. I just can't believe it.
I know. There's always something to look forward to this time of year, whether
It's
it's
true.
the tacky lights, a pop-up bar, or one of the many holiday events. There's always something going on. So yeah, we're ready. We're
We're ready.
ready.
We're ready to go. We'll do all of our turkey enjoyment and then we'll get out the door and, get to our shopping, I guess.
Yeah, truly. Well, and speaking of that, I want to mention at the top that there will be no podcast next week, just for the holiday. We are going to take a week off, but we'll be
Yes.
back the first week of December. And I'm sure we're just going to keep hitting you with the content.
I know. Have more of your plans for December and on. Yeah, that's what Paige and we had our, team meeting at the beginning of this week and we were trying to figure out what do we want to do content wise? What's our schedule for Thanksgiving week? Because we kind of like, you know, we go with how we feel every year. And this year with the owner transfer and, the hustle and bustle of our lives right now, we figured maybe we take next week and just work on our projects behind the scenes, take a beat with the podcast. I think I'm gonna let our readers know this in the newsletters this week, but take a beat and pause on our newsletters for next week too, and just collect ourselves, and then we'll be back after the holiday.
Truly, I think we all need a beat, especially if you're traveling. Usually Wednesday you're traveling, Thursday's Thanksgiving. So our newsletters usually typically go out Wednesday and Thursday. So it's just like, you know what? We're just gonna not do it, and
Right. It's
that's
like, we're
okay.
just like writing into the void at that point. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
even know if anybody's reading this.
How many out of office emails will we get back?
Truly, we're gonna get everybody's like, oh, in return. And I'll be like, okay, there's probably no point. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a beat. But it'll be nice. We'll be refreshed. We'll come back and get right back to schedule after Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. And I think as well as Paige and I were talking before we signed on to officially record, into December, into the new year. We keep saying this, but I'm just so excited about the little tiny changes we're making here and there that will continue to be like, workshopping next week and the weeks ahead. I was saying to Paige that I've been like trying to like reformat ever so slightly the way that we like deliver our topics in our city guides. And I'm very excited with like a new place I've found ourselves in. So it's fun stuff. It's just we need a break.
Yeah. You need to, we're just workshopping things.
Right, we're workshopping. I think we had said this when we first announced like the transfer that like we're not looking to make like these crazy overhaul changes or anything. Just little like, zhuzhes here and there. And when you finally get to a point with each little zhuzh, you're like, oh, I love the way that picture is hanging over there. It's
Yes.
just so nice. I'm so excited. So look forward to that. But it'll be so slight that maybe you won't even notice the change.
Yeah, I feel like I've been doing that on social as well. So I'm
Right. Just
like
little
wondering if
tweaks.
people have noticed or
Yeah.
not. Because
I mean,
it's just tiny changes. But
right.
ultimately, it's so nice that we're the ones in
I
charge.
know. We're choosing. It's like a completely different thing as opposed to like, asking our boss, like, what do you think? Is this okay? No, we're asking ourselves, is it okay? Let's try it. I think that's like the beauty about like the space we're in too, though, is like it's kind of always ever changing. So if you
Yes.
try something and it works, fantastic. If you try it and it doesn't work, try something else. Like it's not, you know,
Yeah.
it's not crashing and burning or anything. It's kind of nice to have like that flexibility in more ways than one, especially now that we're the boss ladies. We're in charge.
Yeah, and I mean, social media is ever changing. I
Yes.
get whiplash every week, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of reels now.
Right.
I
Just
miss
people
the
love the
days
movement.
where I could just take a few pics on my
Right.
phone and
No.
put a preset on them and call
Right.
it a day.
No,
No.
people need the movement. They want to
No.
see your view all around.
Yeah.
But your reels, I mean, fantastic. Especially around this time of year. It's like warm and fuzzy from the inside out whenever I see what you post for our holiday season stuff page. So I'm a fan.
Well, thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course. We're gonna keep moving and grooving. I'm excited though. But all that to say, yeah, Paige and I need a minute. We need a minute.
Absolutely.
Well, what else, Paige? What else do we want to talk about up top? Do we have anything else, or should we get into like the meat of the episode, as we say?
One more thing. I do
Yes.
have to mention this. I shared briefly on Instagram, but if you're following along on my personal, you probably saw two additions to my family.
Yes, yes. Paige has two new, speaking of warm and fuzzies.
Oh my gosh, they're just itty bitty kittens.
Ugh,
Their names are Fred and George. Fred is a polydactyl, so he has extra toes, so his hand literally looks like a mitten, and I just want to eat him, but
your dream.
I won't.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not immediately. Give him some time to warm up.
But they're just itty bitty and they are precious. I feel like this week I have not worked at all, which is also causing me stress because I have to babysit them. They are like little demons.
Your new
Um,
assistants, your coworkers are like so distracting.
yeah, and I try and play with them as much as possible, but they need a lot of attention and love. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. If I'm not out and about, I am home with the cats.
Right, hanging with the new kitties. Oh my God,
Yeah.
they're so cute. You did a little Friendsgiving last week, which I was so happy to be invited to. And I got to meet the little kittens, and they're just like, they really are the softest, sweetest little things. It was so fun.
They're little fuzzballs. I just can't. They make me so I've had a cat and I've owned animals before, but you just don't realize how happy they make you.
Oh my gosh.
And it just brings you a little bit more peace and presence. I feel
Yes.
like I've been like off my phone more because I've been
Right.
playing with the kitties and I've just
Right.
been more present with them and it's just so nice. It's refreshing.
Oh my gosh, these new additions to your family. I'm so happy for you. And I guess you and I talked off the record or offline, but this was also sort of like a not completely spontaneous. Like you had this in your mind to do, but you maybe didn't realize you were going to be doing it when you did it.
Yeah, the timing was not ideal.
Which actually is kind of like my favorite time to, introduce a kitten to the situation.
Yeah, I feel like this whole year has not been ideal,
Yeah, this
but
is not the plan, but sure.
yeah, no, it was my birthday weekend. Holly and I were out of town in Charlottesville, and my best friend had texted me. I had adopted my previous cat, Charlie, from the Louisa Humane Society. That's where I taught in Louisa County. So I
Mhm.
just had some contacts there. And so my best friend has followed them and she saw this litter with two polydactyls in the litter. And she said, "Happy birthday. You should get a cat this weekend." And so Holly was like, "Let's do it." And I was like, "Okay."
Sure, I
And
get
so
it.
we didn't have anything. So we ran to Walmart, got a bunch of stuff, visited the kittens, and ended up taking two home.
Oh my gosh, and the
Not
rest is
one,
history. Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah, let's just get the set. No,
It's
that's
been nice. They play
right.
with each other,
Oh
and
my gosh.
they snuggle and they wrestle. It's so
Yes.
cute.
No, I highly recommend if you're not already following Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram, definitely for the kitty content alone. I mean, this is what you need.
It's like turning into a kitty account.
There's no better account. It's so cute. They're so sweet. You posted something on your stories yesterday about how they had like finally tired out and just snuggled in for a nap. Too cute.
Yes, that's
But
what they'll do. They'll
I need
play,
right.
nap, play, nap. It's precious.
Right, exactly. And of course I would recommend always going into the pet adoption situation prepared, but like you were prepared in the way that
Oh,
it sounded like I
yeah.
was with my dog, where it's like we were planning on getting the dog, we didn't
Yes.
know when, and then one comes up and it's like now
Yes.
is the time. That's,
Yes.
I feel like, the best way to do it.
Yeah, and Holly and I knew we were going to get a cat. It
Exactly.
was just a matter of time, and
Right.
I mean, we do keep Charlie here, so it's not like I had bowls, I had a litter box, I had treats. I had stuff, just not a carrier, but
Right.
that's fine.
They don't want to be in that anyway.
No, they don't. So yeah, it was kind of planned, kind of last minute, but I couldn't be happier and
No,
I'm
like
still in love.
the on a whim in terms of like, didn't exactly know which kitten until it popped up into your universe. That's my favorite on a whim, where it's like it's planned, but I didn't know it was going to be these kitties. It's the best.
Yeah, and I think they're so happy.
They're so cute. Do you know
Yeah.
how big they're going to get? Or are they, I guess, like, typical cat size? There's
Well,
not that much variation, I guess.
Georgie is the runt, so he's super tiny.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're medium-haired cats, which was also something I wasn't really looking for, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Is there more
Um,
grooming involved with that?
I just think that they shed a little bit. It's
Yeah.
like, but I mean, we have a cat brush; it'll be
Well,
fine.
cats are also kind of like self-cleaning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's cute. They clean each other.
Stop.
I
It's too
can't.
much.
I know.
It's too much for my holiday season heart.
But I'm not sure. I think like just normal size, but I mean, they'll probably be little for they say about a year and a half. So they'll be kitten mode for a while.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
too cute. I'm so happy for you, Paige. What a wonderful, exciting development. My husband
Yeah.
came up. Well, I think I told you this. I was like doing bath time with the kids. He was finishing up cleaning downstairs like dinner, and then he came up. He was like, "Did you see Paige adopt kittens?" And I was like, "Hold on, let me put a pause on everything and see." No, I didn't see this. So it's very exciting all
Yeah.
throughout Richmond.
Yeah. I like sent a picture to my parents. I was like, your grandparents.
I know. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You have
It's so
2
exciting.
grandsons.
Oh, it's so exciting. And what a perfect time around the holidays. So fun. I love it. I'm excited for you, Paige.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now with that, how could I
Yeah.
forget the
Sorry.
kitty development?
Went on a tangent with that one. All
It's an
right.
important one.
So, what to eat, drink, and see and do in RVA this week. And you're up first with eat.
I am. I'm starting with eat this week. As we've discussed, we've been rounding up lots of Thanksgiving-y deliciousness for you to try from, as we've talked about, our full-on catering options if you're hosting, or the Thanksgiving style sandwiches that we were talking about last week. And so to continue with that theme this week, I'm alerting our listeners to Pizza Bones, who just opened their Thanksgiving pre-order window, which includes pumpkin pies, ginger cookies, cream cheese, and bagels.
Mm.
They do this kind of thing, I think, every year. And I love when they do, because it's like a short and sweet menu and accounts for your breakfast options. So if you're hosting folks and they'll be at your place in the morning, or if you just wanted to have a guaranteed delicious breakfast while you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, this is a great option for that, because you can get your bagels and have them all hot and ready to go in the morning. The pre-orders close on Monday, but the menu looks delicious, and they just dropped it like before we recorded. So I was thinking this is probably perfect timing to let people know, if you haven't quite wrapped up your Thanksgiving food plans yet, you've still got time with Pizza Bones, because they just opened the window and the menu sounds delish.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't know. I mean, I guess it's like you guys did your Friendsgiving, so you're not going to like host another Thanksgiving on the holiday.
No, we decided this Thanksgiving, A, with the kitties, and now B, it's like our first holiday together, and we're just staying home, just me and Molly. And so I typically will do a little Thanksgiving and I'll cook, but we just hosted and we smoked a turkey and roasted it and stuff. So I'm not opposed to just making pasta.
No, just sit down and
Or
relax.
ordering something, or we haven't decided, which we really need to
But
figure
you
that
know
out.
what? That's kind of nice that it's there's no pressure then, because sometimes these holidays come with way too much stress. That is not what this season is supposed to be about. So that's nice that you can just take your day 1 hour at a time.
Or one bottle of wine at a time, because I have that picked out.
Oh, well, yeah, like, obviously, we figured even if the food's not ready to go, you're not sure about the menu, you do have the drink menu.
We'll be fine with the wine.
Yeah.
It's just what do we pair it with?
Right, what do you wanna,
So
like, eat with the wine? So, I mean, that's the most important part anyway then, so you're fine.
yeah, so I probably do need to put that on my to-do list though.
Something. It's just casual thinking. But I was saying to somebody last week that I really do, when it ends up being like you're getting closer to the holiday, and it's like, I think we're just gonna like stay at home and enjoy my little circle of a family and just relax. It's kind of like amazing. Low pressure, low key. Enjoy your life.
Yeah,
So
that's the plan.
fantastic. And so like this is perfect for that too, where it's like if you are like Paige, where it's like you're not necessarily going out, you're not necessarily having people over, and you just want to take it like low key, pre-order something tasty and delicious for your breakfast that morning. Order some pie so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can fill in the rest with a wine bottle here or there. Easy.
Easy. Easy day.
Easy. You don't have to, put on a whole spread.
Yeah, no. We don't have time for that.
No. So that's what I would suggest. I think I said this last time we were talking about like the catering menu. I'm not like a, big chef. If I were somebody who was hosting like Thanksgiving at all, any part of it, the catering options would be the way to go. Or this is also nice too if we're going to my families for Thanksgiving. If you're still not a big like cook person and you want to have something still delicious to like bring to the table, these little local businesses who are doing the work for you, key ingredients themselves.
Yeah. And you're supporting local. Win-win.
Exactly. Right. And if nothing else, just go to Pizza Bones for the pizza. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of eating, what are we drinking?
All right. Well, we've already talked a lot about pop-ups, but that's the trend. So I'm telling you all to go to Cirrus Vodka for Santa's Cocktail Shop. And it opens this week on November 21st, and it runs all the way to December 29th. So you have plenty of time to enjoy this one. It is the place to get seriously lit this month. They have decorations that will get you in the spirit. And then they have a new themed cocktail menu. I just perused the website and it looks so good. So they have different sections. They have Merry Martinis, caroling cocktails, cozy slipper sippers, your Cirrus signatures, deck the highballs, and then they have take-home kits. So you can drink a drink there and then take home a little take-home kit, maybe to give to a host or to have, on Thanksgiving. So
Right.
Lots of fun options there, but we are hosting our book club there, and I'm going to go actually on Friday. I'm checking it out this Friday.
Oh, so you get your taste test then. Perfect.
Yep.
They always, of course, we can't say it enough. They have the best like holiday menu this time of year every time. And then they decorate in such a cute way. It's so cozy over there too. It's a great place to sip on holiday festive cocktails.
Yeah, and I'm just obsessed with this new menu. The Merry Martinis are so fun. They have a peppermint teeny. They have It's a Wonderful Chai teeny.
I can't with these names. They're too cute.
I know. And then caroling cocktails. They have Pink Reindeer Club.
Oh my gosh.
I can't with their trends. And then Grinch on the beach instead of, a sex on the beach.
Wait,
I'm
I have to get them all. Like, I love the cute names. That's so good.
Yeah. Good job, marketing team.
I know, seriously, you guys knocked it out of the park. That's so cute. I stopped at cozy slipper sippers that you had. Those sound really good
let's
too.
see what those are.
Yeah, like something
that
warming.
It's Saint Nick cider and then Mrs. Claus's cup.
Okay, interesting. I could get down with that. No, they all sound so cute. I love a cute name for a drink. It's like an immediate sell. I barely have to know what's in it. If it sounds cute, I like it.
I'm telling you, these pop-ups are like marketing 101.
Oh my gosh.
Just like get people in, call it something cute. I mean, just take all my money.
I know, seriously, I'll come to everyone. I was like working on I want to like do a whole roundup of these so that people have them all in one place. And as I was trying to put together the intro of it, I was thinking like, if you've ever wanted to just sit inside an igloo and eat or drink something festive, the Richmond restaurant and bar scene has you covered this time of year because they got everything.
Yes.
Sit inside an igloo, sit inside Snow globe.
Snow globe, yeah. Well, we have
Or an
igloos
igloo.
too. We have
Yeah.
igloos. Yeah, we have
You
it
know, it's
all.
something cozy. If you wanted to be in a Hallmark movie, you can come
Yes.
to Richmond.
Yeah, just head
Anyway.
into Birdies, you'll be swept away. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, they sound so delicious. I can't wait for our book club so that we can try, multiples. And I'll have to hear what your reviews are at the end of the week, Paige.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Okay, well, on that note, I'll take us into C.
Yes.
This is kind of like, see and drink as well, but more emphasis on the see. I'm suggesting people get over to Starr Hill in the coming weeks because they've started their holiday movie night series where they show a holiday flick every Wednesday at the beer hall and rooftop spot now through December 18th. This week, as we're recording, they're doing Elf. So you're going to be hearing this after, which will be, for you Elf fans, a bummer if you missed it. But let this be your sign then to go next week when they're showing The Holiday, which is, of course, fan favorite.
So
and
good.
since it's on the Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, basically. So I
Yeah.
was thinking this is another good option. If you've got family in town, you want to have something to do maybe outside of the house, this is nice and low key. You go over there, partake in the biggest drinking night of the year, as it
Hey,
were. And
wild turkey night.
exactly. And enjoy a movie. And then, get back home safely, get cozy in your bed, and then get ready to cook in the morning. It's perfect. They've always got good festive beer options over there too, like their whiter shade, festy, or Christmas ale. And it just sounds like a nice, fun, cozy way. If you want something more low key the night before a big holiday, I feel like this could be a good way to go. And of course, The Holiday. People love that movie. So seemed like a winner.
I already used the audio for a reel.
I mean, you must. You must. It's like people are obsessed this time of year. They have to see it. Actually, I feel like I've heard people will watch that year round because it's just such a good feel-good movie.
I feel like that's a year-round movie for
Yeah.
me.
I was going to ask what your favorite holiday movie or movies are, Paige.
Holly and I already started. We watched the Santa Claus.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of the OG Santa Claus, and I also like Santa Claus 2, but I stop after that.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm a big fan of Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone. You know what is like a hot secret about me? I don't know if I've actually seen Home Alone all the way through.
No.
I know.
Wait, so you've never seen Home Alone 2 then? Where he's in New York?
Definitely not Home Alone 2. And I think I've only seen like bits and pieces of Home Alone. Maybe that needs to be on my like bucket list this year. Like I have to get that taken care of.
Holy cow, Kels.
I know. Speaking of fan favorites, people love that movie, and I don't think I've seen it from beginning to end.
Well, and it's not Holly's favorite. She thinks it's repetitive, and I'm obsessed with it. I think
like the nostalgia for you.
It's the nostalgia. I truly only watch it like once or twice. So it's not one of those ones that gets overplayed for me.
Right.
And it's a treat every time.
Yeah.
I don't even think we finished it last night. I've been falling asleep so early.
Listen, sometimes that's like the best though, to like throw one on and then like fall asleep on the couch. My favorite, to my husband's dismay, my favorite move. So
I love it too. I think it's cozy. Holly hates it as well. She's like,
know.
Go upstairs and go to bed. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I just want to be cozy on the couch.
I want the ambiance. Do you mind?
But yeah, I'd have to say those. I'll probably like think of something later and be like, shoot, what about you? What's your favorite?
Well, now you've got me thinking I have to like check out Home Alone. I think I wanted to do that last season and then just never got around to it. So this will be my season.
Yes.
I do. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Elf.
Yeah.
I really love though, and this is sort of grown and grown since I've become an adult, like the Grinch, like any sort of Grinch, I feel like I'm very into.
Okay. Like the, not the cartoon, but the Jim Carrey one.
Actually, the Jim Carrey one I feel like is like lower on the list for me. I like the original, and I really love the Illumination one that they put out like a few years ago, like 2018, because I feel like they did a really good like remake of it. It's so cute.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I feel like a lot of people too like say that to me, and it's like, guys, you got to see the Illumination Grinch. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch. People are going to be so. I feel like he's got such a following. I'm going to get in trouble for mispronouncing, but people love him.
Yeah, and I'm not really a Grinch person, but Holly does like the remake of the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
With Jim Carrey, okay.
Yeah. So we'll probably watch that once. That one is really cool just because of the effects of him. Like,
yeah, well, his whole like, costume.
The makeup, costume.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that should be something that I do. Home Alone, watch the Jim Carrey Grinch again, refresh my memory, and just do these ones that I like don't put in the rotation as often.
Oh, it'll make you feel good.
Right,
All the
exactly.
yeah.
It
Oh,
makes it
and I do have to say my favorite, my new actually, I do have to say this one. It's with Kristen Stewart. It's on
Oh, yes, where she, like, goes home with her girlfriend for the holiday?
yes, and
Hulu.
yeah, why can't I think Happiest Season?
It's
I think
something
it
like
is.
that. That's so
Happiest Season. It's on Hulu. I'm obsessed with it. I watch it year round personally. I mean, you're going to hate the one girlfriend like a lot, but it's a lesbian Christmas movie, so I'm obsessed.
it's very warm and cozy. I remember seeing that when it first came out, and I think, like, I had just had my daughter, and so I was still, like, postpartum, snuggle on the couch, just take it easy, watch that around the holidays, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this movie is so cute." I was just
Yeah,
thinking about that the other day that I think I only watched it once, but I really enjoyed it.
I cry like a lot every time I watch it.
It was
Like
super
a lot.
cutie. It was
Yeah.
so cute. And you know what?
Yeah.
I've really grown to, like Kristen Stewart more and more. I think in her vampire days, I was kind of like,
Oh,
"This chick is moody."
she's my number one girl crush.
Oh, okay. This is good to know. Good
Yeah, I
information.
love Kristen Stewart. Although she's getting a little grunge, but, I'm still down with
Right.
that.
There's she's kind of moody originally, but you know what? She seems like a really cool chick, and, like, I've
Yeah,
very much grown to, like, enjoy her, like, in different, films that she's been in her
yeah.
in her more, in her mature years as opposed to it's Twilight, right?
I don't know, Holly and I still have Twilight movie marathons.
Listen, you like what you like. People are
Yeah.
into the series.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
No, that's like the best kind.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's a good reminder though too. I haven't seen that for a while, but I do remember thinking that was a very good, like, wholesome movie.
Yeah, it is. It's so good. We just watched that like 2 nights ago.
Oh, okay,
So,
good to
the
know. And it holds
happiest
up.
season on Hulu. I think it's also on Disney Plus because they're like the same now. So,
Oh, right. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
go watch that.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll throw that on. Okay, Home Alone, Jim Carrey, Grinch, and
Yeah.
then we called it Happiest Season is what we decided is the
Yep.
name.
Yep. I
Oh,
had to look it up.
now I know. And now all of our listeners know too. Here's your assignment for the movie watching portion of this podcast.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, and I'll take us into
yeah, bring us
do.
home.
Yeah. And so I say bingo at bingo. It is a great way to stay cozy and ease through your Sunday. The holiday tent also goes up this month. We don't really have the particular details, but I can share a little bit about last year's because I assume it's probably going to be the same. Last year, the Winter Wonderland tent went up and out back, and it was super cute because they had the fire pits and it was all decked out. The inside of bingo was also decorated, so I anticipate they're going to do that as well.
Mhm.
But more from bingo, they have trivia every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. They have drag bingo the first and third Wednesday of the month. And then, of course, bingo at bingo is every Sunday from 3 to 5. And it's a great spot to just hang out, chill, and then hopefully get into that tent and have some more festive cheer.
Right, exactly. Around this time of year, you can do sort of like a double dip where it's like you enjoy your bingo session. And then if you want to stay and hang out for a little bit later, you can go enjoy the holiday festivities over there too. I like to include bingo at bingo in our weekender roundups, especially when I see like over the weekend, maybe it's going to be really chilly or rainy, because it always seems like such a good little way to cap off your weekend and push those Sunday scaries further out of your mind and just enjoy.
Yeah, and I know bingo drops beers almost weekly too, so
Mhm.
I'm sure they also have some festive stuff.
And I feel like a lot of places now too, we're still pretty early, I feel like, in the
Yeah.
season as far as like drops like that go. But a lot of our, local breweries, at least as I've observed them, kind of like have like a rolling, sort of schedule with stuff like that, where if you don't know what it's going to be, we're recording this on Tuesday, they might have a completely new announcement ready to go by Friday. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. But you do know that bingo is happening on Sunday. So you at least got that on your calendar.
All right, well, that wraps us up. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond Experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all-access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for anyway? Use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA too. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds and rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Heinz's Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.